film person.
All right, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a YouTube a video right here.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be in charge of the videography.
I appreciate that. I love people that take control. So Mike, can you say a little bit? Can you say a little bit about yourself?
You know who you remind me of, Nate? You remind me of the guy that plays Bruce Banner in the Avengers.
Oh.
You know, you ever see Avengers?
I have. I just don't know my actors or even characters. So that's
What's his name? Paul? Is it really? Huh. I come to Goodwood to learn this. That's so funny. Flew all the way from Cape Canaveral to learn his Paul. What's his last name? Ruffalo. Ruffalo. You said Paul? Mark Ruffalo. It is Mark Ruffalo. Give this man a free rainstorm. It's raining over here at Goodwood. This is the Mark Ruffalo. So this is us doing that here. And so yeah, I'm Mike Mongo, and I'm a commercial. I just got my commercial crew astronaut certification a month ago, and I'm getting ready. I'm working to go to space right now, and then we're here with Saxonport Spaceport. I'm here with Saxonport Spaceport at Goodwood Festival of Speed at the Future Lab, and you and I have known each other through Twitter forever.
And met you at ISDC back when Jeff Bezos went.
2019.
2019.
That's when I met Jeff for the first time. Yeah. And so, yeah, an important benefactor in my life, by the way. And so then, right now I'm here in the UK working with Saxonport Spaceport, the UK's very first vertical launch facility. And they're launching a rocket in October. And I work with RM Education and get to do outreach to all the students here in the UK. It's funny because in the US, where I was telling you about how we're just naturally acclimated to promote, because if we don't, we will not be fed. You must go get that food. If you don't get that food, those children are gonna get them. You gotta get that food, and so that's how. But here in the UK, they just feed students. They actually have lunch and medical. It's amazing. So where we get to support is that we get to let them know that they have this amazing opportunity to live, work, and play in space. That's what I've been doing here. Wow.
So Mike, when do you think we'll actually make it back to the moon?
So right now it's scheduled for 2026. I don't think we'll make it then. But Artemis is my friend Sunita and Sunita Williams and Josh, I forgot your last name. It's Consola, and they're scheduled to fly on Artemis. I don't think they're flying around the moon. I think that's the next mission to test out that technology, and then we'll send the Artemis to the moon. So that's going to be the next. That's 2026, 2027.
So NASA's tried to go back to the moon several times since Apollo. You had talk of it in the Bush Senior administration, and then with Bush Junior, you had the Constellation program. Now you have Artemis. What makes you more certain that it might happen this time than
we launched Artemis. Artemis is launched.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. SLS went to space. Like
it's real metal.
It worked.
Yeah. Excellent. And at what point did you this is something new? That this is actually, it would be very easy to see those previous times and think, this is just, another attempt that's not going to go anywhere. But like you said, Artemis 1 launched last November. At what point did you feel like this is real?
When we launched.
In November.
When we launched.
Okay.
Until we launched, we didn't launch. Now that we've launched, and we continue on.
Now, I do these interviews with random people on the street, people enjoying their lattes.
We just met. Who are you? And why am I holding your phone?
People enjoying their latte at Starbucks, or fishing at the local park, or flying on the airplane with me, and the vast majority of them have no clue we're going back to the moon. Is this your experience in dealing with the public? That's
so funny because here I am in the UK and the students don't know that we're about to send rockets to space from Saxonport. Like the exact same thing. This is the very first vertical launch facility, not in the UK, in Europe. There's like 10 to 20 launch spaceports, working, at least 10 working spaceports in the US.
Right.
And so, but there's no vertical launch facilities up until now. The Saxonport Spaceport in Shetland, in Scotland. The things we take for granted, the things that we don't know, we don't know, and that's one of them. Yeah. So it's the same kind of thing. I still have people walk up to me and tell me that, what do you mean NASA's closed? I'm like, what do you mean NASA's? They're like, what do you mean you're going to space? NASA's closed. I'm like, what? Are you not paying attention? Like, okay, the future is here. And space is essential because for instance, we have over 50% of all the information we have about climate crisis from assets in space. This device that we're using right now, the glass, this is from space. The rechargeable battery, that's from space. The solid-state circuitry that is based on microcircuitry is from space. The GPS, the camera, the aperture on the camera.
And it's not just data; it's also kind of the Earthrise photo that Apollo 8 took. It's like the poster child of like environmentalism and stuff. Kind of.
Earth is special.
Yeah.
That's why I want it. That's why I want to go to space, to see Earth from space.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm of the worldview that somehow or another the planet is alive, that Earth is a life. I don't know how, but I want to see. And then I'll get back to you on that.
And so whenever you talk to people about us going to the moon, or going back to the moon specifically, what are some of the reasons that you like to tell them about why we're going? Because first they don't know. Once they do know, they're like, why are we going? Just kind of curious what your take is on that.
All the technological, all the advantages we get by solving for space. The one I just went over with the cell phone, for instance, the health, what's the thing that the insulin pump I think came from space technology. The pacemaker technology, if I recall correctly, comes from space, and even if that specific thing, if I got that one wrong, we get so much quality technology that advantages us here on Earth from solving for space, and likewise, we're running out of rare earth metals. And that's one of the places that they're found. And then another thing is H3, which we hypothesize we'll be using for nuclear fusion at some point in the future. It's pretty much only found on the moon. Trace H3 is found on Earth, but because of the impact of the meteorites and asteroids that hit the moon, we're led to believe that it's a repository for H3. So it's that reason that I just shared. That's why where China has landed on the moon, they believe that that's a large repository of H3, of helium-3. For that reason, imagining that we're going to get to the place, and likely with AI, that will be sooner than later. We now have an ally in solving these challenges that we were having struggles with. AI.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why going to the moon matters. Yeah.
Whenever you think of the future of humanity, say going out 200 years, what does it look like to you?
200 years. I'll be an AI. Yep. So all of my personality and everything that I've ever contributed will be reconstructed as an AI. So I'll still be around. It's non-biological, most likely. Who knows? Like technological breakthroughs, and then it won't be me per se, but it'll be me because it's just a person who understands everything I understand. Yeah, I'm not hung up on that. No, it's the body. No, put me into a mobile computer that can keep on thinking the thoughts that I think and do the work that I do and remember the stuff that I remember. And I'll write all that down so that the AI knows that that's its roots. This is who you are.
And it have this video, it have this video to reference too. So so
video content. Yeah, like Bruce Willis is the first person who's like licensed his persona to continue to be a star.
Oh, really?
He has Alzheimer's,
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know he licensed his persona.
Yeah. So he's going to continue making movies as Bruce Willis as an AI.
Oh my gosh.
On my Google.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. You can't kill Bruce Willis. Yeah. Die Hard. Wow. That's solid.
So, do you see your AI going?
It's going to be DAI hard.
We don't need to I mean, we could just live in like data centers that are orbiting stars. We don't even need to have mechanical, physical bodies.
I mean, I don't need if I just have access to information, if I can just have conversations, if I can just have worthwhile relationships, then that's fine with me. Like there's a difference between sentient and sapient. Sentient is to have senses, and that's feeling and all of that, and then sapient is awareness and access to consciousness, and that's the difference. So, and we're moving where AI has both sentience and sapience.
Oh, you need him? Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Nate. Keep up the good work. It's amazing to see you in person here. Isn't that it's a small world after all.
It is.
Earth is a small world.
And good to see you, Mike.
Pow.